So here we are, we're on the starboard side in the same opposite place to the port corridor. This is where our galley is. In the galley we have a freezer. It's quite a large freezer. And we have a refrigerator.
Tiny little freezer for ice cubes.
Yep.
I'd buy bottles of ice myself, bags of ice.
We have twin sinks and we have a gas stove and a gas oven. The operation of the stove is actually quite simple. In order to get gas to the appliances, whether it's the stove, the oven or the barbecue, we need to turn the gas on, and that's done remotely here by the gas detector. There's a little switch that says gas on off. If I press it, see it says valve on and you hear a little click. That means there's now gas running to all the appliances. When you've finished, you must always turn it off. If I can find the button, there we go, gas off, the little valve on light has switched off. Very important to turn it off every time that you're not using gas. So here we'll just turn it on and then we can come back over to our stove. And it's like any other stove, except we have these little tricky devils here. They're to stop things from moving around. You tend to clamp your pot in place. It's fine if you're in an anchorage, you don't need them, but if you're moving along and the boat's rocking and rolling, this will stop the kettle ending up on the floor and burning you. Just like anywhere else, on any other stove, in order to start it, you simply press the igniter, push down on the button, and you turn it till it lights. It's now lit, but you notice I still am holding it down. I need to hold it down for like 10 or 15 seconds. There's these little things here on the side. No water in the kettle. They sense that the flame is burning. I've just blown the flame out. Have I? And here it's just switched itself off automatically. That's a safety feature. If I was to try and start it without doing that, without holding it down, see how I took my finger off too quickly? It switched itself off immediately. So you need to hold it down for 10 seconds, 15 seconds for that little sensor to get hot enough that it'll keep the gas on. So I'll turn him off, and we finish with the stove. Must always turn off the gas. These are the side hatches. There's several of them in the bathroom, in the galley, in the back cabins. They simply work like this. They must be closed when you're moving. Must be closed when you're moving. You can simply open them up, and these little handles here will lock them nice and securely in place. Typically, these are sort of done at a tension where you can work it still, but it will stay up there. The other thing with these hatches is you have to be very careful. If these hatches are open and it rains, water will run down into these windows. Just like that. Must be closed when underway. Okay, hatch use is very simple. Roof hatches, you just undog them and they just lift on up. Once again, as you'll see on the little sign on there, must be closed at sea.